Happy Friday. They got Bolton. They got him to his house, raided it. He wasn't there.
They even parked on his lawn.
I know. Nice house, too.
Oh, yeah.
They take all of his gold and platinum records?
Absolutely. Can you believe that? Michael, what were you thinking, man? Tell me, how am I supposed to steal the stuff without you? Trump's like, I knew nothing about it. I'm like, You knew nothing about it, really? Because I was outside stopping criminals last night. I was bummed he didn't do his ride-along.
Yeah, man, I thought he was going to do a ride. I was really looking forward to that.
He gave a speech, and he talked about grass, which is hilarious if you've not heard.
Yeah,
heard
that was a good
He's
bit.
all, nobody on the planet knows more than me about grass.
Yeah.
Is that grasses in pot?
No, that's grasses and golf courses. He's a teetotaler, man. I wonder what they got. What kind of stuff did they get?
From Michael Bolton's house?
Yeah.
Probably a couple of Grammys.
Probably.
I think he won a few.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he had a couple of years there where he smoked everybody.
That's just an atrocious way to treat a man with brain cancer.
That's right. You're right.
Does he really? Does he have brain cancer?
Yeah, he's got brain cancer.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know. That is. I know, especially for somebody who's not well and they go over to their house. I was joking with earlier, whenever, like with Kash Patel and Bondi, no offense, they don't really inspire confidence. I said, could you just see him rolling up on accident to Michael Bolton's house? Going, we got it wrong, guys. Oh, look at them. They got the FBI jackets on. That's the jacket Trump wanted. That's it.
What are you looking at?
He's on CNN. They're on there talking about they're searching John Bolton's home.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they got him. This is it. You know what I think, too? This is, and don't tell me it's not politics. None of us are stupid, right? We get it. We get it.
Politics? Come on, Chad.
We get it. We understand, all right? Like, this is it. We get the whole thing. This is what happens. I bet you, too, they're going to tie some of this back to leaks about Trump and Russia. You watch. I think if you went to anybody who's in higher up in an administration, they probably have something in their house they're not supposed to have. That they probably don't even know they have. But I wonder what he has. What could he have had? That's a good question right there. They're gonna. Although he seems kind of like he's swarmy. He's got a burn bag. You know he does. He seems like that guy that's got the burn bag.
What's a burn bag?
That's where they have all of that. They pack everything into the bag so they can burn it, light it on fire, and it evaporates. Just everything's gone.
Oh, just in case. Just in case. So they can get rid of it in a moment's notice.
Mm-hmm. He feels like that. Yeah, you know who? They're going to go after Clapper. They're going to clap off and clap on him. And I bet you they go after Comey. I don't know who else they'll go after. But there is
probably Celine Dion next.
Oh, Celine. She's not doing well either. Everybody you mentioned has brain issues. Because she's got that.
She's got
that
what
stiff?
is it? Yeah, it's a stiffening disease.
Yeah,
where basically, I think it's where her organs are like turning to rock.
Yeah, it's weird. I think her body starts to become stiff too, which is so scary when you think about it. Man, it's all happening. It's all happening, people. It is. So, Ken, what's the update on that McDonald's?
They are just investigating right now the discovery of a headless, badly decomposed body behind the McDonald's along Dickerson Pike near 65. This is in the Hillhurst Avenue. It was found in some woods behind the McDonald's there.
It's a weird, I wonder if it was decomposing there for a while, or did somebody drop it off?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's pretty close to 65, the interstate. It looks like in between the McDonald's and the interstate, there are woods. Kind of like those you see on the interchanges here in some places of Nashville. There's actually, trees in these areas.
That's just
Yeah, and animals will scavenge dead bodies, but they don't just take the head.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty good indicator there's some foul play going on.
Yeah, I was going to say, they don't just like, hey, guys, just go over there, but all we want is the head. No, I bet you, this seems rather personal, is what we're trying to say.
You cut off somebody's head. Haven't heard about the hands and the feet yet.
Yeah, because if you took the hands and the feet and the head, although the DNA is pretty good in today's world.
Yeah.
It's hard now look how they find some of these serial killers that stopped killing 30 years ago because they got arthritis, and their niece's cousin takes a DNA test and they trace it back to them, which is nuts. So it's going to be one hell of a day, man. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about, for sure. I was reading that Trump hasn't decided who he's going to endorse yet here for governor. If it's going to be her or him.
Oh, that must stick in Marcia's craw.
Yeah. He says, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, he's not going to go with Rose. He's not. I mean, that's not going to. Well, you know what, though? The whole January 6th thing, right? Like, that's for a lot of people. You know how he is with that. So I don't know, But if, let's just say he endorsed Rose, does that, it helps him, but does it help him enough to get him over the line? That's a good question. I'm not sure about that. I'm not.
It's certainly going to vault his name recognition.
Yeah. Oh,
compared to hers.
Yeah. He's automatically going to, at least in the primary side of things with Republicans and MAGA supporters, his name will and as we all know, right, you only have to win the primary. We still have no idea who's running over on the Democrat side, and we never figured out what happened to Cito Puente or whatever his name was.
I think it was Cito Pellegra.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, but we've not. I have no idea who that person is.
If any of you people listening even know if that person's a real person, let us know, because we'd love to have him. We got to have him on the show.
Especially you, Cito, if you're listening.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. You got to, baby. Let us know, because we would like to talk to you. I want to get Marcia here. Right? Have a good conversation. Have fun. Give her some mayonnaise. John, get him in here. What kind of brown suit do you think he'll wear that day? And then who's the other person that... Yeah, Cito. And if there is any Democrats, I don't even think there is. I think the only one or two Democrats that have any chance of making anything, they're from Memphis, and I doubt they're coming out to hang out with us, even though they should. It'll help them. For sure. So John Bolton gets himself into a situation where he got Mar-a-Lago'd. That's what I'm calling it. And this is what Trump had to say.
When I hired him, he served a good purpose because, as you know, he was one of the people that forced Bush to do the ridiculous bombings in the Middle East. He wants to always kill people, and he's very bad at what he does. But he worked out great for me because every time he doesn't talk, he's like a very quiet person, except on television. If he could say something bad about Trump, he'll always do that. But he really doesn't talk. He's quiet. And I'd walk into a room with him with a foreign country, and the foreign country would give me everything because they said, oh, no, they're going to get blown up because John Bolton's there. He's not a smart guy, but he could be a very unpatriotic guy. We're going to find out. I know nothing about it. I just saw it this morning. They did a raid.
Do you expect the DOJ to brief you on this?
Yeah, they'll brief me. Probably today sometime.
And the foreign minister...
I tell Pam and I tell the group, I don't want to know, but just you have to do what you have to do. I don't want to know about it. It's not necessary. I could know about it. I could be the one starting it. I'm actually the chief law enforcement officer. But I feel that it's better this way.
So he's a bad guy, stupid guy, not a smart guy. Likes to talk but never talks. But what he does is always bad about Trump. He is always on TV hammering Trump. Every day. Anytime there's a chance, he is. They don't like each other. So remember what happened in 2019.
He didn't have a problem taking a check from him.
Huh?
He didn't have a problem taking a check from him when he could get a job in his administration.
No, but I think he thought he would have more sway with Trump, and I think he thought, I can get us into more wars. And they found out, no, this guy's serious. He doesn't like war. But remember, he quit or he was fired. That's always debatable. Then he wrote a book. And then Trump sued him to try to stop the book. And they've not really liked each other. That was 2019. So this is not something that is just recent. There is a disdain. And when I was reading Matt Taibbi today, he's pointing to this has a lot more to do with the potential of, rather than secrets, of what was he a portion of the leaks and some of the things that happened through Russiagate. But, man, he did. He is one of those guys. He loves war. He loves a war. It's just, he loves the war. And Trump has told that story 1,000 times. He just sits behind Trump, and Trump kind of points to him and says, that guy, that's the guy. He's going to drone your family. He would invade a kindergarten.
Here's a picture of your house.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, so, okay, what's his name? Seto. What did I call him? Cito Puente? That's not his name.
Tito Puente.
Tito.
Cito Pellegra.
Cito Pellegra.
However, let me see. I am no longer seeing his name now in the searches. It is Marsha Blackburn and John Rose.
Well,
Those are the only two that come up.
This is what Duffy just said. No weed, no vote, no matter what Trump says, essentially.
And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 Democrats.
Anybody you've ever heard of?
No. Adam Kurtz.
Nope.
Sherry Green, who is a Memphis City Council member. Carnita Atwater, Memphis Community Advocate. And Tim Sear from Gallatin.
Okay. We'll see which one wants to come on the show.
Yep.
We'll invite everybody.
Yeah.
Not everybody's going to come, but, let's invite everybody and have a conversation. Find out where they stand on the weed. And I want to find out what Marsha says for real. Are you sold for this? Are you going to, what's the goal here?
She's for whatever Trump's for.
Yeah. Well, the fact that Trump hasn't endorsed her, he's like, I'm thinking about it.
And that's what she has said that under Trump, a lot of stuff's going back to the states, and that's what she plans to do is to continue that agenda on the state level.
Okay. So
whatever that agenda is.
That's the big thing.
Whatever comes up.
Whatever that agenda is.
We do know immigration.
Yes.
But other than that, I'm not sure. She didn't get into specifics.
No. That's because she knows she doesn't have to. At this point in time, you're so far ahead, be as vague as possible and don't put yourself in a position where you're going to have to ask her questions that may cause a slip up. It's yours to lose at this point. So that's a smart thing to do. All right, coming up, got a little Finally Friday sounds. Would you guys, this guy does something cool, extreme daycations. Extreme daycations. I would totally do this. I've done stuff like this before, but not to this extent. But I think I'd do something like that. So we'll talk about that, among other things, right here. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997. Right on. There you go. Quite a week. Quite a week indeed. A lot of you texting in about Marsha and John. Somebody texted in and said that John is winning a straw poll. It's still very early, but it's the name, man. The name recognition still plays a huge part in it. And it doesn't, go look at somebody like, what's the name? Gavin Newsom, right? Nobody liked Gavin. But once he got through, because there was so much money behind him and they could flood the market, he easily won in California. It's the same thing here. It takes a lot to energize and to bring, you've got to have so many millions and you've got to splash it out everywhere. And you need a few big endorsements. And for some of you, John needs to change his stance on the weed. Might be a helper, right? Come out of left field. Rethink it is what we're trying to say. Rethink it. So something else happening today, and I heard several people say the reason that they went after Bolton today was because of Epstein. So they're supposed to have more records coming out today about Epstein, and it's a way to send people in a different direction. They're not releasing anything big. That's going to have to be forced out if there's anything left. I hope people recognize that. It's just not going to happen that way. And whatever they release today, I'm sure it's probably stuff we've even thought about or known about or people have talked about. Because that's kind of where we are in this position with this right now. Coming up, extreme daycation. Would you extreme daycate it? What was that?
That was me.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
What do you boys think about that?
I don't know. What was it? Somebody texting it?
It's my computer.
Can't take your computer.
I was putting some important stuff on my computer, boys.
What was it? This is important.
I'll let you know here in a minute.
You're like, I have no idea. We'll talk about extreme daycations. Would you do this? Talk a little bit about that as well. A bunch of other good stuff to get into, including the Democrats have been told there are like 40 words that they shouldn't say anymore. And this is coming from a think tank that is left-leaning. It's a centrist think tank, but it leans to the left. But they say if you want to get people, don't use these words. We'll go over some of those as well. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. Trump is in the White House. He's got a hat on. What does he say? Trump is right about everything? That's his hat?
Yeah. I'm glad he's finally coming out of his shell.
That's good. Well, he knows more about grass than anything. I'm the greatest ever. I think he's supposed to be announcing no tax on seniors? Is that what it is? Or Social Security? I'm not quite sure. Let's dip in for a second and see what they're talking about. That looks like that's that's the guy that runs the World Cup.
Concealed carry to apply to D.C. like it does in other states like Texas.
Yeah. Well, they have it in some states and they feel strongly about it. As you know, I'm in favor of it. People have to protect themselves. I'm a Second Amendment person, very simply. People have to be able to protect themselves. Especially like in Washington, you walk down the street, a guy comes up and slugs you. He's got a pistol in his hand. You can be tough, you can be in great shape, you can be a powerful person, or you can be a guy that weighs 100 pounds with a gun in your hand. Right. And I'll bet on the guy with the gun 100% of the time, right? And so you need protection. So I'm a Second Amendment person all the way. Yeah, please.
President Trump, you said this morning that you're working with Congress to get $2 billion to help clean up D.C. Have you had any conversations with Mike Johnson and John Thune about where they're going to get that money from?
Which money?
You said this morning that you're going to get $2 billion from Congress to help clean up D.C.
I've spoken to Mike Johnson. I've spoken to John Thune, the Senate, the House, and I think it's going to be very easy to get. It's going to be not a lot of money. I wouldn't even know where to spend the number that you mentioned, but it's going to be money to beautify the city. Yeah, they're ready. Everybody wants to save D.C. In one way, it's the easiest. The violence was more than any other city in the country, actually, by far. It may have been more than any other city in the world, if you could think. We looked at some of the worst cities in the world, it was worse. And that's why it angers me to see the mayor saying about how they have it on the slide. Not on the slide, it was worse than ever. We have no problem getting that money. That money will come out of Congress. I think it'll be even bipartisan.
That is the plan.
I mean, I would imagine Democrats would vote for that one.
Is the plan to get it before the September 30 spending deadline on the Hill?
Well, I don't know if there is a deadline, because if I declare a national emergency, which this was, that ends the deadline. So, I mean, I keep seeing about a 30-day deadline, of which we have 22 days left or something. But if I think we're in great shape here, that's one thing. But if I don't, I'm going to just say it's a national emergency. And if I have a national emergency, I can keep the troops there as long as I want. If people are not going to want to have the troops in 30 days, it's one thing to get them out. It's another thing to keep them out for a long period of time. You've got to train people. You can't do this. You can't bop people over the head. And a lot of those people are in courts right now, going to court. They're going to go to jail for a long time. So that's going to take more than 30 days. But if I have to, I'll declare a national emergency, which I don't think I'll have to do.
All right, there we go. Donald Trump speaking on D.C. They're going to allow the National Guard to carry guns, which is a different thing. So I'm sure people will be freaking out there in the world of MS. Is it MS now? Is that what it's called now?
I can't remember, to be honest.
I think it's MS now.
Do you remember, Ken?
No, I don't watch cable news.
No, that's smart. That's smart. I don't either. I kept thinking it was. I just remember they've done so bad that they took the peacock away from him.
Well, the rebranding's going great.
It's going great. By the way, not quite the most deadliest city on the planet, just let you guys know. Port-au-Prince, Haiti right now, that's a pretty bad place. I would not want to be, considering they have no functional government, and Kenya went over there to help out as a peacekeeping, and they're like, we should leave. So there's a couple other places, but no doubt, D.C., man, that is our home field advantage. That's what it's supposed to be. And it's nasty, and we can't have that. We shouldn't have that in any city at all. It happens, but we shouldn't have it. And we shouldn't allow it to happen. That's the other side of it. The fact that we've got these wackadoos, and it started a long time ago with George Soros because he came hard for the DAs. And the DAs came, and they got these DAs that, that guy in D.C. is like, we're not going to prosecute our way out of this. It's the same playbook that Gascon used in Los Angeles, the same words. We're not going to prosecute our way out of this. Yeah, you can. You know what you can do? You can prosecute your way into making your city safe. That's what you can do. And you didn't do any of that. There's no doubt about that. That guy that was in there with him was Infantino. The reason they're having this press conference right here is Gianni Infantino, the bald guy that's next to him, is the president of FIFA, the World Cup. They gave Trump today the first ticket for the World Cup next year. It's going to be great. Greatest of all. I'm excited about it. What? All right, guys. Would you like to go on vacation?
Yes.
Now, this vacation's interesting. I've seen this guy, and now he's getting all kinds of press everywhere. He likes to go places just for a little while.
They're called extreme day trips, where tourists take off to exotic destinations for just 24 hours.
I am currently hiking up a volcano.
New York City resident Kevin Droniak chronicles his whirlwind one-day adventures. He flew from JFK Airport to Rome just to grab a slice of authentic Italian pizza. His total time in Italy, just 12 hours before returning. So what did that quick jaunt cost him? Less than $650. Another journey took him to Paris. Total time, also just 12 hours. The total cost, $742.
So dude gets on a plane. So imagine this, right? Next week, I tell everybody, just bring your backpacks, bring your passports. We all jet over. We get on a plane, and we fly really quick to England. We get there, we do a red eye overnight, we land, we get out, we go watch a soccer game, we laugh, we have fun, we get back on the plane, and we fly home. How cool would that be?
Will there be peanuts?
Will there be peanuts? There are going to be so many peanuts.
I'm in.
So many peanuts. So, and he does this all the time, and a lot of people do this. A lot of people are lonely, by the way, because you never see couples doing this.
That's actually a lot cheaper. If you had me guess at what it would have cost, that's a lot cheaper than I would have thought.
It's very interesting. I guess when you fly same day, there is almost like a discount when flying the same day back and forth because, like, who the hell does it? It's like, who's flying in on a Tuesday and leaving on a Tuesday?
I wonder if that raises a lot of red flags with security.
Probably.
I'm just going to Paris to pick up some drugs. We'll be right back.
That's all I'm doing. That's it. But all he brings is a backpack. The most expensive one he did was he went to Egypt for a day, which was cool. He went there. It was neat. And I followed along with him. He gets up, he does his stuff. They did like a quick jaunt overnight. He flies to Egypt. He literally gets in the car because all he wanted to do was go goof around the pyramids. He did that. Looked nowhere else. Turn around, straight back to the airport on the plane home.
I would almost be willing to do that.
Yeah,
that could be a kick, just to go see the pyramids and then jet right back.
Yeah. See, when you're in Europe, like we do, like some people, I'm sure, because we've got an airport that's always busy. A lot of people have business, and they may have business in Charlotte or they may have business in Texas. You guys get on the airplane, you fly to Texas or Charlotte, you're there for a couple hours, you turn around and come home. And that's what it's like in Europe for a lot of places where, if you're in the UK, you would fly over, just really quick to Amsterdam for a few hours to do a meeting or to Paris and turn around and fly back. It's kind of like when you go to Vegas if you're going to do something. But this is like the Egypt thing. I would love to do this where I fly out with my golf clubs, go play, because there is a golf course, which is so bizarre, right next to the pyramids.
Is it inside the city?
Yeah, it's right there. People are, you can just play golf and then turn around, get, and come home. I would love that.
You slice it and it bounces off the pyramid.
Yeah.
He's back into the fairway.
Only once in a great while, he's only taken clothes somewhere else once because he knew he was going to Iceland. He went straight to climb the volcano, and then he went into the hot springs. And that's the only time he's ever taken clothes. Otherwise, he says, you're going to come back grimy because you're on a plane for, 5 to 10 hours throughout the day and you're running around. But you would be surprised how much you could get done in a day. The big things. Like he flew to Italy he got to the Colosseum. He did all the stuff within the space of about 4 hours. And it's just go, go, go. And he grabbed something to eat. He wanted to have, the reason he went there is because he wanted to have a slice of pizza.
Which would be kind of cool to be able to say I went to Italy for a slice.
A slice, that's right. So I might do that. Who was the guy, the radio guy that used to do that every day?
Oh, Tom Joyner.
Tom Joyner. If you guys know, Tom Joyner used to do, this was back before we have all this stuff now and all the syndication. He got a job in Dallas and a job in Chicago. He was morning guy in Dallas, afternoon in Chicago. Every single day, he would do his morning show, go straight to the airport, fly to Chicago, do it. And people say, that's silly. This was back in the day when radio was something, and he was getting paid over $1 million for each of his shows.
Yeah, and if something went wrong with the flight, they were doing a best of show.
Yeah, so I don't think he missed that many, if any.
I don't know if he did or not, but I was actually thinking about that yesterday because I met Tom when I lived in Dallas. This was after he was doing that, but that had to be such a grind because doing mornings alone is just tough because the hours that you keep, but then doing mornings and afternoons, it's like, oh my God, what time are you getting to bed at night after you fly home?
He said that he learned how to be an amazing sleeper on the airplane. And, this was back when travel wasn't as prevalent for everybody. So he said he would get on the airplane a lot of times coming home and it would be empty.
Well, didn't they at one point get him a private jet to make it easier to guarantee he was going to get where he needed to go?
Again, radio was a different time, kids.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a different time.
Oh, that was Keith said he flew to Italy one time for pasta, stayed for 4 years. Well, this is different, isn't it, Keith?
Way to go, brother Keith.
Oh, there we go. Rick said, I flew to the Bahamas one time to look at a job. I landed at 9 a.m., left the Bahamas at 1. He says job, but you and I are talking about the same thing here.
I've flown from Atlanta to L.A. and back the same day, and I've flown from Nashville to New York and back the same day.
You flew for where?
From Atlanta to L.A.
Yeah.
And back in the same day. And then I've flown from Nashville to New York and back in the same day.
Oh, that's cool. I'd love that. What if it's back in the day. I did some stuff for Cartoon Network when I was in England, and they didn't have the stuff that we do now. So this wasn't one of those things where, you could dial up on the thing. We were just past the reel-to-reel world, right? We weren't even really on good digital stuff. They flew me over on a Thursday. I landed, did stuff Friday, and then Friday afternoon I was back in the air.
God, the jet lag must have kicked your ass.
You know what? It really didn't because I got a little bit of sleep, and it was they paid for
and you're a weird sleeper anyway.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
They paid for me to be in the business. I got to go upstairs. That was back when they had 747s. Those were really cool. And the other thing was because I wasn't there that long, I wasn't too bad out of my sleep cycle, if I even had one. If you know what I mean. Coming up, more fun stuff. How about some words that Democrats are supposed to ditch? Can't make this up either. If they want to connect with regular people. People are actually doing this. I wonder what these people got paid for this. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997. I don't know how we got on it earlier. We were talking about the disease that Celine Dion has. And somebody in the audience listening, who, by the way, likes us, has that same disease.
Oh, that's terrible.
It is. They said, you called it stiff person's disease. We don't know what it's called.
I think that's what she called it.
That's what I keep thinking. That's what she called it.
Yeah, because I think they called it that in that documentary that they did about her.
Yeah. So it's interesting. So what she explains here is most doctors have never seen it. There was a doctor in Chattanooga, I guess, that was able to find out what it is. They said it's 1 in a million. It doesn't turn your organs into stone. However, it can affect anything that is a muscle. It's very painful.
Okay.
So there's only 1 or 2 medications. She said their brains are constantly firing, so our muscles are extremely hyperactive. So they said any loud noise may make them stiffen up and fall over just like a stiff-legged goat.
Goodness.
Oh, wow.
Sounds painful.
That's what she says.
From the
painful.
promos of the documentary I saw, it doesn't look like it would be any kind of a barrel of monkeys or
No,
anything.
it doesn't look like you're skipping. It's because it sounds like it's also you never know when something is going to happen. And it's awful. That is an awful thing. Our prayers are with you. Appreciate you listening.
Yes.
They had the World Cup trophy in there, and they handed it to Trump. He's like, "Can I keep it?" If you guys didn't see the World Club Soccer Championship, Trump handed out the trophy to the winners, and then usually you move aside and they celebrate. He just stood in the middle of them. They're like looking at him. He's like, "Hey, let's party.
Kick me the ball."
Let's do it. Let's do it. It's going to be one of those days." She says it's like having a Charlie horse every day.
Goodness.
Oh, that's going to suck.
Yeah, it does. Oh, my Lord. Coming up, we didn't get to the 40 words that shall not be said by Democrats. We'll do that. The Menendez brothers, well, that didn't go the way one of them thought. We'll talk a bit about that as well. If you're missing the show, shame on you. Chad Betts Show, Super Talk 997.